Am I the a-hole for asking my best friend to change her wedding date because it falls on my mom's death anniversary? My 29F mom passed away 7 years ago from ovarian cancer. This was very hard for me since I didn't have much extended family, and dad was very on and off about talking to me, so I was pretty much alone. The cancer was also very sudden, since ovarian cancer is one of the types that often goes unnoticed until late stages. It felt like one day she was there and the next she wasn't. My best friend of 25 years, who I'll call Jen for the sake of this post, 30F, got engaged at New Year's. I was very happy for her, obviously, and I'm going to be a part of her wedding party. She and her fiancé have just booked the date and venue for next year, and it's on my mom's death anniversary. The official invites and stuff aren't out yet, she just told me in passing conversation. I tried not to think anything of it at first. I know the world doesn't revolve around me, but the more I think of it, the more uncomfortable I feel. I know how I get at that time of year, and it isn't pretty. I know for a fact I'm going to be emotional as shit, because I always am, and I'll feel guilty for not visiting my mom like I always do. It's not really the vibe anyone wants at their wedding, especially from one of their bridesmaids. I did also feel a little annoyed that Jen had even booked it for that day, since she knows that's when my mom died, since we've been friends for so long. I know it's irrational. After sitting with it for a while, I tried to talk to Jen about it, and asked her if maybe she could change the date since it was still early in her planning process, and she hadn't sent the invitations out yet. She told me that it would be pretty hard for her to do that once it was already booked, and that she didn't even think about my mom when doing it. I don't know if that's true though, because she's been with me to visit my mom on that day and pretty much always gets my yearly vent around that time, lol, but I guess she might forgot in the stress. I don't know how wedding planning works, so I didn't argue with her, but it did feel like a bit of a kick. I did tell her that it would probably be hard for me on that day, but I would try my absolute best to support her and stay positive. She then accused me of trying to guilt her into changing her wedding date and that it wasn't about me at all, and I didn't have to come if it was such a big deal, but it would be clear where my priorities lay. That I could visit my mom's grave on any day. I never said that I couldn't. I can visit the grave whenever I want. It was more about the general sadness of the day for me. I didn't think I was being impolite by asking. I didn't ever say she had to do it, and I wasn't trying to guilt her. I just figured that maybe with how long we've known each other, she would consider it. But I made it clear that I'd be attending either way. I don't know, we've been talking normally since then, but the conversation is just playing on my mind and I regret asking. I really just want to know if it was an asshole move to ask or not. Am I the a-hole?